Stoic perspective on 7 places coveted by older women. In a world that chases youth with the desperation of a dying flame, we often overlook a powerful truth. Some women, with years etched upon their skin like ancient scrolls, do not fade. They rise, and they seek places not of vanity, but of power. Places where silence speaks louder than beauty, where presence outweighs applause, where the fire within burns quietly, but fiercely. These are the 7 places coveted not by girls chasing validation, but by women who have weathered storms, buried dreams, and resurrected from them something stronger. What they seek reveals what we must become. We begin, as all Stoics must, by confronting a truth that many fear to name, that life is loss, that time, ever flowing, will strip away the superficial and leave only essence. And so in that clearing, what remains? Seneca said, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste much of it." Older women, true women, have ceased to waste time. They no longer seek fleeting admiration. They seek place, sacred places, stoic places, not locations on a map, but inner sanctuaries that reflect their strength, their trials, and the transcendence they've earned. Let us walk together through these 7 places, not as observers of desire, but as seekers of what endures. And in their seeking, we too may uncover what is worth living for. 1. Solitude. Among nature, the first place is not crowded. It is not loud. It is a mountain trail where breath meets wind, a forest where sunlight bleeds through ancient trees. Why? Because nature is honest. It does not flatter. It does not entertain. And so it attracts those who no longer wish to be lied to. Older women who have endured the noise of expectations now crave the silence of truth. This is not loneliness. It is chosen solitude, a discipline Marcus Aurelius embraced each morning, writing, "People seek retreats for themselves, in the country, by the sea. But it is in your own mind that you must retreat." Nature is a mirror that does not distort, and those who have grown tired of masks long to see themselves reflected clearly. 2. Libraries and archive. The second place is the sacred temple of thought, dusty, quiet, books stacked like columns in a temple to the eternal. Why here? Because the woman who has lived understands that wisdom is not fashionable. It is eternal. She seeks not stimulation, but insight. A line of Epictetus, a verse from Aurelius, a theory from Jung, a truth buried in history, untouched by trend. She has come to value what outlives her, and she reads not to escape life, but to understand it. 3. Quiet cafes at dawn. The third place is not glamorous. It is not curated for social media. It is a cafe, empty, save for the smell of black coffee and the sound of thought. Why? Because true power no longer needs an audience. Here she sits with herself. She writes, she plans, she reflects. There are no interruptions, no shallow chatter. This is what the Stoics called ataraxia, the quiet stillness of the soul, undisturbed by noise or need. Older women, like true philosophers, have come to prefer inner peace over external performance. And in that small cafe, she becomes a warrior without armor because she no longer needs protection, only presence. 4. Art galleries with no one watching. Not the opening night, not the crowd, but the empty gallery at noon, with nothing but the sound of her footsteps and a canvas of pain, beauty, or transcendence. Why? Because older women no longer need to be seen. They wish to see. Seneca taught that art, like life, is not meant to entertain, but to elevate the soul. A painting can say what years of conversation cannot. A sculpture may contain more emotion than any relationship she endured. Here, She connects to something beyond words, something eternal. And we, too, must learn to seek meaning, not mirrors. 5. The gym at midnight. There is power in discipline, in sweat that no one sees, in muscles that remember betrayal and heartbreak and burn it away with each repetition. Why does she come here? Because strength is not just physical, it is spiritual. And when life has stolen her softness, she forges steel. She comes to the gym not to be admired, but to prove to herself she still endures. She lifts not just weights, but burdens, like the Stoic warriors of old who trained their bodies to withstand hunger, fatigues, and grief. She trains to feel free again. She trains to remember, I am not done yet. 6. Funeral homes and cemeteries. Dark? Perhaps. But Stoicism never flinched before death. And neither do the wise. Older women visit graves not to mourn, but to remember life ends every single time, and so how we live must be measured not by pleasure, but by meaning. Memento mori, the Stoic reminder, you must die. She walks among the tombstones not in fear, but in clarity. She has buried friends, lovers, dreams. She has seen how quickly it all fades. So she does not waste time. She does not fake smiles. She speaks truth, even when it cuts. Because when you know death, you finally begin to live. 7. Her own home, exactly as she wants it. No validation, no permission, no compromise. The final place is hers, not because she bought it, but because she claimed it. It is not large. It is not trendy, but it is sacred. Here, everything has intention. Every book, every scent, every silence. Here, she controls the narrative. Here, the world does not intrude. Epictetus said, no man is free who is not master of himself. And she is free. Not because society gave her permission, but because she stopped asking. These are not just places. They are testaments to what is earned, to what cannot be stolen, to what it means to live as a Stoic in a world drunk on attention. Older women, in their quiet gravitas, have become the very embodiment of Stoic virtue, resilient, restrained, rooted in truth. We too must learn to pursue stillness over stimulation, mastery over mimicry, to stop seeking comfort in noise, and instead seek courage in silence. Because in the end, the most powerful place you can ever occupy is not a city, a title, or a spotlight. It is your own soul, standing firm, unmoved by chaos. If this truth stirred something inside you, if the Stoic path calls to your own quiet strength, then share this message. Let it reach those who are ready to remember what matters. And above all, stay grounded, stay silent, and endure, because we were never meant to be ordinary. We were meant to be unchangeable.